and welcome everybody to Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. First thing I'd like to say is I am sorry. The video's being done from home again, but this is just a tide you over video. 0400 hours tomorrow. I'm out on an operation. No, I'm actually going out with a mate. We're going to go and actually look at one of the best training areas around here. It's a historical site. It goes back to the Iron Age, and it's been used by the military pretty much on and off ever since. So go out and look at that. It might be one of interest to you ex-airborne guys, or if anybody had a relative that was posted to Aldershot for training during the Second World War, it'll be of interest to you. Excuse the plane. Always happens, doesn't it? As soon as you hit the go, up they go. I'm sure they've got a radar that's locked onto me that says Mickey's filming, he's deaf, he won't hear the plane to the last minute. Anyhow, so what I'm going to look at today, rather than leave you with a no video this Friday, is this. So this is a British Army field pack respirator bag, basically. Okay, it's a lot different to the ones that you guys, or you old and bold like me, remember. Okay, it's a lot better design. Has two external pouches which are reasonably long. It will take a Nalgene bottle, or will fold down to form a half-size pouch and lock over, which is very, very nice. The bag opens at the front, and you have this zipper here. Now, this zipper drops down, allows the bag to enlarge slightly, so you can pack more kit in it. And it's quite a well padded bag, and I would say it's waterproof. And then with the inside, on this side, I'm not going to go into depth because you're going to see more of this bag in the future. On this side, you have 3 pockets running full length, top to bottom, and I find that's handy for a spoon, bushcraft knife, some cordage, bits and pieces like that. And on the other side, on this side, full width of it, full height, is a padded pocket. Okay, and that pocket, it's not particularly deep, it's enough to probably put a water bottle in. Okay, now I like this bag, and the reason I like this bag is at the moment they're cheap as chips. You can pick these up for next to nothing. And as a bug out bag or a day bag for a hike, it's absolutely fantastic. Now, the carrying system is molly on the back, which again I'm not going to use. It's a big it's a big bag to go sticking on the back of a Bergen or something like that. However, it does have this strap. Now this produces a nice long strap that can be worn over the shoulder. Has a quick release clip, so it can also be worn as a belt. Now if you're wearing it as a belt, tying it around the middle, it also comes with a leg strap which runs through here. You then fasten that to your leg, so basically it stops it flapping around like a mad thing. Okay, I've taken the leg strap off of this one because I'm using it pretty much as a shoulder bag, and again, nice thing is the straps are removable, so if you wish to use that on another piece of kit, you can do. Okay, so I'm not going to go, as I say, I'm not going to go too much into detail on that bag. You're going to see more of it in other videos, and me and Mac are also going to chuck together a couple of bug out bags using it. He's going to go off and do his with his power and mindset, and I'm going to do mine with my mindset, and we'll see how they differ, but that'll be a video for another day. So the main reason I brought you here today is to have a look at this, which again packs into that quite nicely. Now this is the BCB Crusader 2 cookset. Okay, as used by a lot of British military forces, as used by a lot of explorers, as used by a lot of outdoorsmen. The bag itself I am not particularly keen on. Okay, now mine's in black. You can get them in MTP, you can get them in sand, you can get them in all sorts of colours. Has a mould system on it, or a molle system on it, which for some strange reason has the poppers on the top. I tend to prefer it so that it actually goes down and poppers on the bottom. Having the poppers on the top, we'll give that a try and see how that works. But anyhow, getting off the bag. Okay, when you open it up, first thing you're going to be confronted with is a cup and then a water bottle. And the thing I don't like about the bag, there is a seam on it, and the seam catches the cup. Okay, if you're trying to get it out in a hurry, this lip here tends to catch on this seam in the bag. I know it's not a big thing, but again, it's just one of those annoying little finicks that the first time I tried to get it out, I spent about 2 or 3 minutes struggling with it. However, don't let that put you off. Okay, you also get with it a nice little ferro rod with a small built-in compass. Okay, so that's going to be absolutely perfect as a backup piece of kit, and it's even got its own designated pouch in that bag. Okay, so we like that. Crusader 2 cup set packs away like that. Okay, makes a nice compact system. Okay, doesn't rattle, does slosh. That's probably because I've got half a water bottle filled. So the great thing about this gives you a cooker, a stove if you add the stove, doesn't come with it. If you add the stove, it's there, and you can pick yourself up a meth stove fairly cheap, which is what I've chosen to use with it. A cooking system, a pot to cook in, and a cup. So in theory, you have one cup there, you're carrying a litre of water with you. If you're out with somebody else, you've got 2 cups. And then you've got your cook's system, or your cooker. So the cooker, I take it as titanium, and it looks like it has some sort of probably, it's not, I don't know, some sort of non-stick surface, but it doesn't look like Teflon. Okay, some sort of anodizing, I suppose, but it's sturdy and it's light, and I like it. Okay, the cooker itself fits into the ring in the bottom there, like that. Now, you could also use a gel or a fire gel in there, and you could also use hexamine. Okay, they would work equally well there. And I've had guys say to me they've used them as stick stoves in an emergency. So I've not tried it yet. We will give that a go at a later date. I've done one brew in it so far to see what I think. That was when I was out with the family yesterday. I videoed that, didn't come out particularly well, so I do apologise about that. So we're going to fire this up, give it a go, make a brew, and see what you think. And oh yeah, you may notice all the cam netting. Well, the reason being, A, I thought it looked nicer than the brick wall, and B, it's pretty damn hot here. And so I've rigged up the cam netting over the seating area in the garden, and it just gives us a little bit of shade, allows the breeze in, which makes it very, very pleasant, and hopefully gives a bit better lighting for the videos. So anyhow, let's fire this baby up and see how we get on. So first things first, I'm going to take my methylated spirit stove, and I'm going to place it into the cookset. Move the lid to one side. There's a tip for you: move the lid to one side. The lid has also contained any meths that was on that, and if you got it right next to it, when you spark this up, there's every chance you're going to set fire to the lid as well. So just be aware of that. Okay, so you're going to see me breaking one of my rules here. Yes, I am breaking one of the rules. I've not had a chance to paint it yet, but I am going to paint it. But it does have on it a green label marked meths. Okay, I know what it is. The guys that come out with me know what it is. But I just wanted a small meths bottle, so it's giving you an alternative. What I will be doing with this, I will be painting it bright red and stenciling it up so that anybody can see what it contains. Nice and solid, holds enough meth for a day. The stove is lit straight away, which is very, very nice. And like I say, it's an all-in-one. So I can take my water, and this is marked off, it's graduated as well, which is a nice thing. So it's 0.5 of a litre, 0.5 of a litre. Okay, I'm going to fold that over there. And place the cap on the stand. It's as simple as that. Okay, I've now got my cup which I can prepare for my brew. I've got my water bottle. The water bottle and cup go together quite nicely. So again, you could just carry that in a pouch. If it was a hot day, that in a pouch on its own. Some Diarrhea in case you needed it. Don't mix it in the bottle, mix it in the cup. But ready to go. Water source. Light, efficient, strong. Used by the British military for donkey's years, I believe, and some of you might correct me, I think it was originally a 58 pattern, but here we go. So that works well, we like that. Let's get the brew going. Oh, another piece of kit, and this doesn't come with the Crusader set, but it's a little BCB plastic lid, just sits on there for when you're brewing up, which means at the end of the day, no bugs, no sticks, no leaves, nothing that you don't want in there is going to fall into your mug. Okay, because the worst thing in the world is get to the bottom of your cup of coffee and find yourself a hairy caterpillar. Maybe protein, maybe not. And as we were saying, so within the bag you have the 3 slots at one side, and I've got a nice spoon in there, and this spoon again is on Amazon, Sea to Summit, basically what I would call a racing spoon, long enough to get into a food pouch, yet it's plastic. And the reason I went for plastic, because it's cheap. Okay, there's lots of very Gucci, very smart titanium forks and sporks out there, however they do tend to be a bit more expensive. And if you lose it, which invariably you will, okay, it's gone and you're going to be fuming. It's a cheap plastic spoon, it's long enough, it's sufficient to do what I need. So at the end of the day, if I did lose it, so be it. And it even has a reasonable loop at this end, so if you wanted to put a cord on it, wear it around your neck, because you always want your spoon with you, you've got it. So there we go. Right, gonna let that brew up. That'll be a bit of a fast go and a bit of music maybe. Right, there we go, a good boil going on there. Nice. Sugar in the cup. So, sort of questions you're going to ask me is, can I use other equipment on it? Of course you can. Frying pan fits on there lovely, okay, and it works. Flames licking out around that, quite nice. You see, you can put a frying pan on there. So, saucepan, frying pan will work. You could use a larger kettle if you had a group. And like I say, the bonus with this system, I've got 2 cups. I've got a pot I can cook in, I've got a pot I can brew in, I've got a pot where I could make a litre of water, boil that litre of water, make a coffee, let that water cool, use it for washing, cleaning out the cup, giving to somebody else, whatever I need it to do. So again, that is a nice system. So let's get the coffee on. Oh, and the coffee today, because I'm at home, so I'm using Black Donkey coffee bags. Get those on Amazon. Really like them. Usually my first cup of the day. And because it's a nice coffee bag, chuck it in the cup. No mess, no worries, no filtering. Which is again what you want. Make life simple, not hard. We'll knock up a brew in there. As easy as that. Down there. Slap that back on there. Right, so the one downside that I found is now I've got this going, I obviously want to shut it down. Don't want to waste my meths, need to shut it down. So what I have found is a bit of a problem is that obviously gets hot. Now it does flick over quite easily, so use your finger, use your bushcraft knife, use a stick preferably, use something that means you're not going to burn yourself. Okay, simple as. Take your snuffer ring, snuff it out, done. And because it's titanium, the actual sidewall's going to cool quite quickly, but this is steel. Okay, don't touch it until you know it's cooled down, otherwise it's going to ruin your day. So I'll let my coffee bag sit in there and steep for a minute or two. Ideally me, usually between 3 to 4 minutes. Gives me a reasonably strong black coffee. And yeah, I know the doctor hates to hear me say it, but I do like a sweet black coffee. If it's white, quite happy with 2. I even make do with 1, and if I had to, drink it with none. I do like a sweet black coffee. Anyhow, so that is the BCB stove. Guys, we're going to be getting out, like I say, crack of dawn tomorrow. In fact, about an hour before dawn. So we'll be doing another video tomorrow. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope it's given you something to look at, given you some ideas. Okay, it's a great bit of kit. Okay, works very, very well. It's a good multiplier system. Okay, it's a good tactical system. I'm going to have a go at doing some meals in that cup at a later date. Pretty much because that's what people are asking to see. You want to see a little bit of cooking outside, a bit less boiling the bags. I get that, that won't be a problem. From Hampshire Outdoors and Survival, have an absolutely wonderful week. Look after yourselves. Come over and join us Sunday night, 2000 hours, on the channel for the live chat if you want. Be nice to see you there. If you're busy Sunday night, not a problem. There'll be more videos next week. But do me a favour, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel. Okay, not only does it help the channel, it helps with the morale. There are days when you sit there and you struggle doing things like this. So at the end of the day, all that feedback gives me a big pickup, and it makes me want to go out and do more, because I thoroughly enjoy this. Anyhow, that's enough of me waffling. Guys, have an awesome week wherever you are. As always, love those you do, forgive those you don't, and may peace and light be upon you all. This is Mick, Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. Mickey out. Take care, guys. All the best. Yeah, I do like a coffee.